Hello, hello, mic check. Just making sure everyone can hear us. Wouldn't be a live stream without a technical issue. Don't worry, we've already had one. Got that squared away already. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rockfish Games stream. I am your host, Eric. I am helped by Gary over here. We're going to be answering your questions. We're going to be flying through some gameplay situations. I'm probably also going to be doing a little bit of incursions as well, just so that for those who have missed that, I can show that. If you want to ask questions, you can. Because today we're heavily focusing on you guys today. We've had so many questions coming our way since Incursions. It's been a rather wild ride, and it's been so good. And so we want to just take that opportunity to also give you guys praise for your continued support, whether it's from literal praise or even maybe frustration, but you know it can be better, that you voice your concerns, your problems, your issues, or even your desires, so that we can dive in here and see what we can do to really strengthen the EVERSPACE 2 experience. And so far, so freaking good. Oh my gosh. So sincerely, thank you everybody who's ever laid a single comment, who's ever put down a single review. It means the world to us. Sincerely, it's huge. That has a strong impact on us, and we would not be here being able to do what we do without that level of support. So truly, thank you all for being here. What we're going to be specifically doing for the gameplay is going through our late game nightmare difficulty run. So I'm going to be completing various tasks. You might see some stuff picked up that you've never seen before from the Incursions update. We're not going into new content. Oh, goodness gravy. No. DLC is like long ways out. We'll give you more information on that once we can. So do feel free to ask any of your curiosities, poke around in here and, lay down those questions. Do not be shy. We're going to be both collecting those over the course of the stream, and we'll be happily answering as much as we humanly possibly can at varying intervals. We also have a small screenshot segment near the end, and am I missing anything? Is that it? Is that good?
That's it. We've covered everything. We can go home now.
Okay, perfect. Also, your voice is a little louder than normal. I'm going to adjust that real quick.
Hello.
Yeah. No worries. Yeah, very good. So we are literally picking up right where we left off. And so, yeah, you can go. You can see you later. It's all right, good. Excellent. So picking up right where we left off, we were customized this striker. We changed over to the striker. We still have Kite Nebula Explorer, which I really do want to finish. We'll probably go back and do one of those hard areas to complete, but I also know that we came over here because we wanted to complete a couple other challenges while we were answering questions and just generally having some fun. So I hope that's why all of you guys are here, because that's what we want to do. We want to have fun, and we also want to provide that rich clarity, those points of details that are important to individuals looking to purchase a game, or even just wanting to know a little bit more. So, yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. So, hello to everybody in the chat. I see Chadowy, the Tundra, Ghost Wraith, Typed Kibbles, Pesky Husky, Wizard Jerry. Oh my gosh, so many. Kazaa, Bearded Frog, Thor of the Asgard. Excellent. I am the law. Geez, Lobus Frontalis, Liney. Ah, it's so good. I'm seeing a lot of individuals coming back who have been here around the block once or twice. Always a pleasure having you guys return once again. So, all right, I'm talking an awful lot. Let's get some stuff collected. Oh, these are hardened ore patches. Whoops, we need that other thing. So, let's collect some things. I was very particular about screenshots this week. I wanted to get some fancy photos. So we're not going to have nearly as many this time around. So if you see yours highlighted, just pat yourself on the back. All right, let's see. We should have another... I think there's another... Oh, the debris over here probably. Right? No? Any more debris? Oop, I'm seeing something over there. That's probably too far away, though. Normally we put stuff a little bit closer. Let's see. All right, Tony. You did such a great job with the level design. Guide my eyes. Where do I go? I know it's nearby. It's pointing over here. Looking around. You'd think having done this once or twice, you'd remember where everything's at. The game's a little big. Did you know, fun fact moment, we have over 100 handcrafted locations like this. Handcrafted, that means every single thing composed in this entire space, this very massive location here, was intentionally set with a purpose. That's right. We have over 100 locations like this. That's a lot. That is not a small number. And I can't remember where all of our secrets are at. Maybe we'll just move on because I want to blow something up. This should be good, right? I also noticed that we've got heavily underleveled enemies, so this should have a feel-good effect for us to give us a sense of like just truly how far we've leveled up. Like this pulse laser should not be able to destroy that guy. Going through that armor was feels kind of cheaty. The turrets are all proper leveled, though. All right. Bombers coming in. Hang on, I have an idea. Oh no, a teleporter drone! You gotta be kidding me. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Where's he at? My only weakness. Let's see if that hits anything, just out of curiosity. Oh! Absolute pain. Pretty sure the answer to will it hit something is a resounding no. That teleporter drone, oh my gosh. Where's he at? Is that him? You're right there, right there, right there. How come I can't? Why can't I target you? What? Why can I not target you? Ugh. All right. Opponents using cheat codes.
People, just so you know, their current death counter is 33.
Sweet.
No pressure.
Just, goodness, get rid of that guy. Ouch. It's absolutely painful. Alright, so now all the proper leveled enemies have entered the fray. Pretty sure those leftover ones were here when we had left, probably, last time. Oh, I should not have done that. Whoops. Firing a cruise missile at a scout. Alright, let's get in here. Things are going much more in our favor. Did not last as long as I would have liked it to. I was about to say maybe we need some energy injectors. Goodness. I want you to come over here. Thank you. Nice. Okay. Try to get some distance between those missiles, get some energy. Nice. All right. It's feeling a little bit better. This guy. That's not too bad. We don't really have a tremendous amount of utility, but so we're kind of losing most of it, but
while you are paused,
yeah, what's up?
People are saying that the game sounds a little bit quiet.
Oh, does it? It might also be that your voice is really loud. I had to do a healthy bit of adjusting of various audio from last time because as you'll quickly see, my sound settings, I'm not 100% sure actually what's going on, but EVERSPACE 2 is being way more quiet than it should be. And now I can assure you that all my settings over on OBS are actually maxed out pertaining to the sound, so I'm not exactly sure how to amplify that further or what could actually be dampening it. Yeah, so I might have to play around with that just a little bit more, so sorry about that for the time being.
I can tweak my microphone sound down a little, it should help.
Okay, I mean, I think you're overall I think you're pretty good. Like, chat, how does Gary sound? How's his voice? Is he good?
Ooh, this is dangerous territory.
The volume of Gary's voice, is it good?
Yes, good. I enjoy the clarity there, yeah.
I should just start whispering. Oh, is my voice too loud? Goodness gravy. All the settings have just completely gone wonky. It's like one update, spend some time tweaking things, next thing you know, everything's wrong. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. So energy sphere down here. Let's follow the lights. Oh, so the game sounds louder. Oh, nice. Okay. Gary's a little bit quiet. Oh my gosh. now we're going to be tweaking sounds all stream. Well, we're going to stick to it right here, right now.
Okay.
And if things get really wonky, everybody, you just be like, my ears, and we'll know to tweak some settings. Okay. Goodness. But otherwise, how is everybody? How's everyone in the chat doing? I want to know. I've been seeing a lot of really awesome screenshots coming in, and a lot of praise from you all regarding the Incursions update. We're happy to see it. Happy you're enjoying what we've produced. And we got the weekend coming up. Shoot, is Memorial Day soon? Right? Goodness. Yeah, Memorial Day is Monday, isn't it? Oh gosh, it's a 3-day weekend.
Yeah, we've got one in the UK as well.
Nice.
We've got our bank holiday as well. So
that's crazy. I don't know how I didn't realize that until just now. Goodness, it's been a busy week. It's always a busy week. That's not a button. All right. I do see some pretty good questions sneaking into the chat, which is always nice to see. So just as a reminder for anybody who is now just showing up, we will be answering all the questions. I mean, shoot, the title of the friggin' stream today is Ask Us Anything. We just have very specific intervals in which we will respond to those. So ask them, and then we will start pounding away. once we get them in alignment. Ouch. Much like that asteroid was aligned with my teleportation location. Delightful. All right, let's get this in here. I'm rather certain that was my own mine that just killed me. Yeah, awesome. That's fun. That's super cool. Whoops. All right, next time we move the mine that's sitting there. You know, I'm not gonna lie. My bingo card in ways that I was going to die, that was not on there. So that's fun. Whoo.
34, by the way, 34.
34. Thank you for the clarity. Let's see. So we, you know, I noticed there was a thread on Steam not too long ago talking about they were having a save game issue. Presumably, at least. Now, we have actually adjusted the game a number of times since, I think it was around Armed and Dangerous, so that would have been the end of last year, sometime around September, I think is right, where we actually added better auto-saving functionality within the game. So it primarily starts to save whenever you have collected equipment, resources, various completions of side missions and challenges and stuff like that. So that way, if you are doing what I'm doing, like trying to clear out a whole area, trying to collect all the things, but you are like almost done and an enemy gets you, instead of being reset to the very beginning of it all, the auto-saving system should save you maybe like 2-3 minutes out from where you were at. Sometimes it can be a little bit further out. It just depends on what's going on. Depends on what's happening, right? So for us right now, looks like we might have to do a little bit of backtracking, I think, in the tunnels. But instead of going there, I'm going to a completely different location. Why is my thrust looking like bubblegum? That's a great question. Does it look like bubblegum? You know, okay. I guess it kind of does, doesn't it? I can see it. I can see it. It's more bubbles, but than bubble gum, but you know, that's cute. Yeah, I can show you all about what that means and why that's going on. Let's see. Another socket. Oh my gosh, so many sockets. I forgot they're all up in this place, everywhere. Let's see, really quick, looking around. Where was... Is it over there? Let's see. No, that's not the location. That is the location. Let's see if we can procure some more energy spheres. Actually, no. Let's combat some folks first. All right. Back into the tubing we go. Now, I think that's where we exploded, right? Maybe? So let's first go down here. Let's see if it compiled this for us. Pretty sure it saved this, but we're going to do it regardless. Oh, yep, already got that one. So you can see the autosave has done its due diligence. Because what I thought I'd have to backtrack, I don't actually have to do. Now this one over here, I think this is where we exploded. Yeah. Let's do this one now. And not explode. Nice. All right, now I think there's also... Well, actually, no, there's exploders in here, right?
Yeah, you.
I see what you did there. All right, there we go. Okay, all right. Nothing over there either, I guess. You know, I do recall us clearing out some of this in a previous stream. Just really, I'm really going for like the more full completion now. Because I want to do all the things. Whoops. Thank goodness for shields, am I right? Alright, now we need to find the heat. Maybe it's down here. I'm seeing some healthy conversations from other community members too, just kind of helping with some questions that are coming up that are a little bit more foundational, and that's great. Thank you guys so much for having that level of conversation with others joining the stream. And if your question hasn't been answered yet, do not fear. We will be covering those. We want to get through those. I also really want to focus right now and try to find the rest of the content in this space, because there's a lot of it. This is actually a pretty big location. And the markers, some of you may probably know this already because you've seen it happen before, but the markers will indicate what is in your area versus what is inside. So what I mean by that is if you see those 3 locations there, as soon as I go into this asteroid, come on, do it. Do it. Do it, please. Be the example I need you to be. There you go. Those both go darker because now we're considered in the interior of this space. So the UI actually changes and recognizes if you are marking elements that are inside, which are going to be probably closer to you, versus if they are outside, which is going to be further away. Like all these other things have become darker, but when I come back out, once again, you'll see that there's lighter UI once again on those components. Let's go blow this thing up. And maybe get another energy sphere in a moment. Just a container. All right, well, that's fine. What do we got? Oh, proto scouts. All right. Whoops. Nope. No, no, no. Wrong way. No, come back. I threw you the wrong direction. It's my fault. I'm sorry. Whoop. Much better. Oh, Peacemaker might not be a bad idea. Where were you at? Right there. Oh, we're also almost full. Goodness gravy. Let's see. If anyone's wondering why these are white, by the way, it's because I've actually changed my controls, so I can't actually push numbers. Just for my sake, I like being able to hold down the mouse and then pushing up, down, left, or right. It also gives me a little bit of extra time to think. And I don't have to reach my fingers across the keyboard to hit them. But you can customize however your controls need to be, according to your liking, regardless of what space you're playing from, since we did add controller remapping in the Incursion update for our console players. So if that's something you're looking at and like, oh, well, that's PC exclusive, you guys need to add that. We did. We absolutely did. And we thank you for your attention to detail and desiring it, because that's actually why we added it. So thank you for everybody, your support and your desire on that front. Okay. All right. Let's just go. Oh, that wasn't bad at all. Why was I even nervous? Silly me. I want to see just how... Oh, gosh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this one goes so many different ways this one goes. I feel like I could be wrong. But this does actually protect you from spaces like this. But we need to find the protector sphere socket. So if I just like sat in this, it would not hurt me. More specifically, it would not drain my total hit points. Oh, I think we already got this one. Yeah, we already got this one. Lol. Okay. Just so eager to complete all the things. And there's too many things. Game world's too big. Should have shrunken down. It's our problem.
We need to shrink it in the next update.
Yeah,
you know.
Absolutely. We'll just like remove some systems. I'm sure everybody would love that. Jeez. Gosh.
If we do that, I'm on holiday that week.
Goodness. Alright, let's see. Up. Up. Is the heat? Yes! Yes! Alright, cool. There's still too much in the area. How much more does it... Oh, we don't have our perk unlocked. Oh my goodness. We need to get the second one. Echo cancelers. Okay. All right. Okay. Can we craft them? It does not look like we can because they're... Oh, wait. No, we can. Okay, hang on a second. Let's try and do this. We have 2 echo cancelers. Then we have heat detectors and neutron membranes. Okay. All right. Heat detectors. Oh, wait, no, they were uncommon. Heat detect. Okay, neutron membrane. We need 8 of them. We have 2. All right, let's just build 2 more. Excellent. Heat detector. That's a cooling unit. Heat detector right there. We need 14 of them. Oh my gosh, we're going to use all of our flawless atheum. It's worth it, though. It's worth it. This is good. This is a good investment. It's going to make things much better. It's going to be nice. All right. All right, location scanner. Let's invest everything. So now... Oh, whoops. Now we can see what's left down at the bottom there. Oh my gosh, we have a rigged asteroid, 3 ore patches, 6 secret stashes, 2 more mainframe. Oh my gosh. That's a lot more than I thought there was going to be. Goodness, maybe we will go to another location. Let's answer some questions. We're gonna transition to a new location, but I am happy that I've been clearing some of this out. But let's go ahead and answer some of those questions. So Gary, go ahead and come back up to the stream and join me. Gary, there we are. Oh, perfect. Excellent. So what are the questions that are out there lingering from this actually delightful audience?
Yes, they're all very well behaved this evening. Very, very nice. Right, first question we have from YouTube, and it's Lobus Frontails. Would like to know, they love EVERSPACE 2 very much, but I don't know if I want to start the game again from the beginning. Can we still expect any form of New Game Plus?
There's no plans for a New Game Plus. What I'm doing is about the most equivalent of it as can be, which is after you beat the game, you do unlock Nightmare difficulty, and you can start a new game at Nightmare difficulty. The difficulty scaling and actually I shouldn't call it scaling. Scaling's the wrong word. Difficulty bar graph thing. The movement of difficulty has been adjusted since the Incursions update to make things much more smooth. So instead of playing in Nightmare, for example, in levels 1, 2, 3, and 4, it's just like absolutely absurdly easy. And then you get to like level 7, 8, and 9, and you can't actually beat anything. We've smoothed a lot of that out. Overall, it does mean in the late game stages that there's a little bit of a greater challenge as well. So if you have gotten super used to the difficulty of Nightmare or even very hard from the before the Incursions update, there's probably going to be a bit of a difference, a noteworthy difference. It shouldn't be extreme, but there will be adjustments in that late game state. We have been seeing that come through from a number of users, and it's very much intended that it is a bit more challenging. Not a tremendous amount, but that's about all I can speak to on that question. So, what else we got?
Fantastic answer, sir. Right, switching to Twitch this time, and Ghost Wraith would like to know, are there any plans for any further supporter packs with perhaps new glow sections or ships or decals?
Oh my gosh. No, there's not any plans at this time. Goodness. I mean, shoot, there wasn't even plans to do the first one. It just kind of came out of the space of the support from our community, honestly. So.
Indeed. Another one from Lobos Fronttails over on YouTube. They're just looking a little bit into the future. Can we expect the purchasable expansion?
Oh yeah, no, I think that this is a very valid question, because it has been a while since we've been able to talk about basically any aspect of it, but we are still in a state of not being able to share. We are working towards what that's going to look like. It's a very large process, as many of you could probably imagine any expansion to a game would be. So it's in a state where as soon as we have information to share, we will. We are going to be tidying up a couple other little things in our pathway through this year. And whenever we have any amount of news pertaining to whatever things look like, we will share those. But as of right now, we do not have any sort of date to share or any sort of content to tease or anything like that. Not at this time. So just gotta wait.
Patience, people. Right, question from Bearded Frog. Actually, it's kind of a reminder that can we convince Eric to bless us with another race challenge of first-person view only bomber, no inertial dampeners somewhere?
You know what? If that's what the people want, then I will deliver. Oh my gosh. Let's also see if I can do this while we're answering questions. What could possibly go wrong? So what else do we have?
This kind of wraps up with Lobos Fronttails question from YouTube, and this is Ghost Wraith on Twitch. Just regarding, will there be additional main story packs for the future? So that kind of wraps up that one.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I mean, the only thing that we've truly been able to comment on at this point in time is that we'll be at Gamescom this summer, and that there's DLC planned in the future. And that's it. That's where we are currently at. Those are our plans. Should anything else come up, it does fall under that line of we just gotta be patient. Some individuals, interestingly, have kind of joined our community and saw the game and they're like, oh my gosh, this game looks like it's really awesome. It looks like it's been developed by these like really dedicated individuals in the, in the gaming industry. And the answer to that is yes. We're actually led by veterans with over 25 plus years of experience. Wow. Crazy. But the initial team, whenever Rockfish Games was established, was roughly about 8 to 10 individuals. And at this very time, if you're including all of our main players, we have a team of about, I think it's 23 individuals. So stuff does in fact take time. We can't just, send it off to the other department to handle and then they get it back to us in like 3 days. It's we're small and we are focused. But it does take time for our quality to really come through. And so that's why you're probably going to hear a lot of responses to any questions poking about the future being, you're going to have to wait. It's not for any other reason than it takes time, like sincerely. We just launched Incursions. So if we were launching something else really quickly, then the question becomes, wait, were we working on multiple things at the same time? But yeah, we don't do that. So
that's actually kind of wrapped up the next question from Wizard Jerry over on YouTube quite nicely. He said that the team are going to attend Gamescom 2024, and yeah, we'll have more news on that soon.
Cool, very good.
Right, we have a question from Mooncube over on YouTube. Is there anything regarding official Linux support?
No, we actually unfortunately had to drop Linux support dang near a goodness, it was not very far away from the launch day itself, which is quite a bit of a shame. We actually spent a lot of time and attention on Linux, so it gave us, it was not pleasant at all to make that announcement. So yeah, it's not something we can really return to. Now, in regards to being able to use it through Proton, we are absolutely ensuring that any bug reports through that, we are still looking into and addressing as we can, you know, but we cannot do native Linux support, no.
Excellent. Right. Question from Twitch this time with I Am The Law 42. Will the black holes from EVERSPACE 1 make a comeback sometime in the future?
I mean, I suppose that's possible, but yeah, I mean, I guess we'll have to find out together. The plans that have been shared regarding the DLC, just so anybody who hasn't ever heard, so that you guys are aware, we've talked about what's called an Outlaw Dreadnought, which is a massive space station that you would fly into. And we've talked about a Leviathan, which is basically a space whale. And we have concept art of it appearing in an environment that's actually similar to what I'm flying in. That stems from even the phase of early access. That's where our kind of desires of progression are. But in regards to what else could possibly in the plans there, like it's going to be all speculation at this point. We're just not, simply put, we're just not in a position to be able to share more about what things look like right now. And that's just a product of how development operates. And so we really do appreciate your patience as we move into this territory. Once we do have that information, we will have those playful teases and delightful shares, much like you guys have grown accustomed to.
All right. This one is from YouTube this time. Sally Khan over there would like to know, will we be seeing more ship models and perhaps a system that will be like a planet ring kind of Halo style?
Oh my goodness. That's a very specific question. Yeah, and that is going to kind of get answered with the previous responses. I do love that. I mean, what is that? Is the technical term? Well, I guess it's not a Dyson sphere because it's a sphere, not a ring. I don't know what the term would be for the ring specifically, other than Halo. But yeah, no, there's no plans to do that. In regards to like more ship stuff in general, I mean, over time with developing EVERSPACE 2, like we've increased those elements of the ship. So I think that it's not something that is impossible to see in the future. But also at this time, like there's not anything to, you know, noteworthy mention. Like I can't say that we are, I can't say that we're not. It's something that we'll have to see what time allows and how things develop in the future. So.
Excellent. Switching back to YouTube, you kind of already answered this one with a previous answer, and this one's from Alexandra Type Descriptor, lovely name. Do you plan to add megafauna in the game to fight with, like those skeleton leviathans?
Yeah, the previous comment regarding the DLC and the giant leviathan type creature, that's definitely something that we want to explore. That's definitely something we're really interested in. So with hope, that is going to be territory that we'll be able to navigate and do in the future. And we'll give you more information as to what that looks like or how we envision that, should we be provided those details to share. So, but yeah, there is a hope there. That is something that we have wanted to do. So we'll have to see. So.
All right. One more question, then you can fly on, and then I'll collect the rest for the next one.
Cool.
Have we got any news for? This is from Thor of Asgard over on YouTube. Have we got any more news regarding the art of EVERSPACE from Amazon? It's still not listed yet on the UK pages, at least, and probably other places too.
Lee, I believe, is in the chat. He might have more information on that than I would, because he's been doing a bang up job of ensuring all of the components for the Art of EVERSPACE have been getting handled. Lee, if you are in the chat and you have any information on that to share, that would be appreciated. Yeah, unfortunately, I am not so sure. So,
apart from poking Amazon with a big stick.
oh yeah, goodness, lots of stick poking.
Right, I'll collect the rest of the questions that are coming in, and we'll do that in about another 20 minutes or so you can fly on, pilot.
Excellent. Well, let's see if I can fail another one of these pressure panels. Oh, I'm doing it, guys. I'm doing it. This is ridiculous. I'm not. I feel like there's something off with the timings. I don't know. I'm gonna blame the game instead of my lack of skill here, because that's what true gamers do. So, oh goodness. Now, that considers all of them done though, right? Oh no, I have to actually. Oh my goodness, I have to go back and do the other ones now. I think we might just move on after one more of these, because it's feeling a little. I'm feeling pained. I can only imagine what you guys are feeling. I bet I've watched streamers get these in just like 5 simple hits. Like, look at that. How is that orange not on the? Right, okay. Okay, easy. Okay, off. I just needed to get closer, apparently. All right, that's it. That's the play. Just get in closer. Whew. All right, there's one more. Where are you at? You pesky gas harvester. So, fun fact about the gas harvesters. So there was actually a rather lavish system that we wanted to do. We had an idea of it way back in early access phase. So this is not something that could even remotely be retro plugged in. We actually had this idea for like the plasma harvesting in EVERSPACE 1, where in EVERSPACE 2, in order to gain the plasma that you find just like floating in space, and again, that's like where EVERSPACE 1 was at. It was just like floating. You would have to drop these sort of like plasma charges, and then you would have to charge up the plasma charge to collect the plasma itself. And obviously that fell through because it was just too complicated of a system. It was distracting from combat and other forms of exploration. It didn't have the right feel. So ultimately we ended up dropping it. But because we still wanted to do something with this sort of like charge thing, that's what these gas harvesters are kind of reminiscent of. An aspect of what may have been, but is actually much more condensed to certain locations, so it doesn't impede the overall game experience. So, yeah. Development fun facts. Yay! A fishing minigame is what I is what I'm seeing kind of spoken in regards to. And yeah, I mean, technically that's kind of the way you could look at it. It's kind of the way you could look at it.
Yeah, there was a reference from Bearded Frog about a token fishing minigame, and they wanted to use the Arc 9000 to do the fishing with.
Of course. Oh my goodness, Bearded Frog, our local Can I Arc 9000 it viewer. Definitely love that. Definitely appreciate it. Thank you. I can't seem to find this last one, and I don't want to spend a lot of time just looking through clouds, so we're going to bounce to another location. So, you know, I'm kind of happy with this striker build. I just have to make sure that I'm doing damage, because it seems apparent that the moment that I'm not is when everything falls to pieces. So, we gotta play more aggressively with this one. That's how it's gotta work. Hans Christian loves it too. He did bless us with Arc 9000 mining. Okay, look. Yeah, no, it's fun. Like, we like adding stuff that's fun. So. seeing a question about my secret spilling days. Oh my gosh. You know, I have to give you guys a really hard truth right now, okay? It's quite the hard truth, and you guys need to hear it. 99% of the times when I spill something, it's pretty planned out. We have to be rather secure with that type of stuff. I want to be incredibly honest with you all because, you know, PR details are quite the stickler in the gaming industry, okay? Even something as simple as me misspeaking during a stream can have dire ramifications. Do you believe that? Dire ramifications for how companies and games can be interpreted. And so, yeah, we have to be rather gentle with how that comes across. Now, I'm not saying I haven't ever accidentally spoken on account of something when it wasn't supposed to be. Definitely have done that. But it's been an error. It's not been intentional whatsoever. So, and now that I've told you that, I want you to all completely forget it because I'm totally still doing that in the future. All right. Ooh, Okar Prime. That should be fun. I'm starting to think we need to visit a station. Oh, we fixed that audio bug. Oh my gosh. I actually thought we were going to be listening to that sound for a while. But it turns out the answer is no, we're not. Should have used that earlier. Oh well.
You just use your ultimate?
I know. Don't get too excited about it. It's not every day that this happens. Okay.
Glad we only do a stream twice a fortnight, you know, every fortnight. Cool.
Oh, bow! I got the kill. That's right. I stole your kill. Be mad at me, Okar. Let's come over here. Oh, man. Come on. Oh, don't you teleport away. That's right. We're still collecting things like I'm able to hold them. Oh my gosh. I don't like the damage you're doing. Come over here. Much better. Yeah, stay in a straight line, please. Thank you. Nice and easy. Boop. All right, let's have a look at what our stuff is, just real quick. Probably get rid of some of the lesser elements. You know, I'm probably going to use a cloak field generator instead of the debuffs. Ooh, sticky turrets are fun. We've been hanging on to this nano repair kit this entire time. 3 of them. My goodness. All right, let's scratch some of these items that... Wow, okay. All right, yeah, just gonna take that immediately. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, we're gonna use this one. We're gonna use this one. The recharge speed is gonna kind of suck, but I think it's gonna be okay. And if it's not, then you can all say I told you so, even though you didn't speak a word. And we'll just move forward from there. Let's see. Want to get rid of this precision? It's actually not terrible, but I want something other than structure. All right, let's see. Shield, Stratocumulus. We do have a 3-set bonus with the autonomous set, so don't really feel like shifting right now, but we might hang on to it for something later. Let's see, really cleaning things up. Oh, this is nice. Precision and structure instead of firepower. I think we can do it with the precision. That should be okay. That should be okay. Synchro pulse. Okay, let's do that. Man, That's just a straight upgrade. Look at this. We just needed to stop and look at what we were using. So much better. All right. I do like our autocannon here, since we should be getting closer up in combat anyway. I think this is a good swap. I'm kind of wondering about our shield situation. I'm gonna go ahead and dismantle all of this. Yep, I know. Someone out there just died inside, but that's ultimately what I do the most. Instead of selling, I just scrap. These would sell for a lot though, so we might hang on to those and sell those. Yeah, let's do that. Oh,
just while you're in the menu, we've just got a questions from Svegurok. He's just wondering how you select items that you can dismantle. I think maybe like multi-click.
Yeah, so whenever you hold the control button and you select, you can multi-select everything. And if the elements are in different categories, like say we have this damage limiter that can only be destroyed, but we have the sensor that can only be dismantled, it only does the action on the things that can do that same action. So you can see here, I'm only destroying those particular items, whereas with all of these same things selected, if I was doing this, it's only dismantling the dismantables, okay? So you can select as much as you want, anything that you're like, I don't really need this, or, you know, whatever, just with that control click, and it does the job for you. So I think, no, whoops, that's the wrong thing. How do I, over here, this. Yeah, okay, so it's the same thing as pushing the R button. It says mark on the left side of the item, bottom left. But you can control click and it does the same thing. So, yeah. Yeah, because here it says equip when you press R. So you have to expand the view and then push R. Or you can just hold control and click. Whew! Whew! All right. Goodness. Even the keyboard doesn't have enough buttons. All right. That was a good question, though. I like that. Let's go ahead and test out our new... Oh, yeah! Alec! Can I, though? Can I? I can't even get the guy in front of me. Woo! Excellent. Thanks, Alec. What a trooper. Thanks, dude. All right.
I'd better get going. See you later.
Toodles. All right, let's get over to the site that I've been kind of avoiding but does need to be done. Let's go to the Ascension. Let's do this. Let's put together this puzzle. It's not terrible. It just takes a little bit of time. Takes a little finesse. And maybe this will spawn a question or two as we're navigating this process. Why does this button keep coming off? Oh my gosh, button! Calm down. Visions of Decay is so strong on Stinger, I see as a comment, that I'm probably diving into a discussion regarding, and the answer to that is yes, it is. It's really good on the Stinger. The Stinger is, oh my gosh, the Stinger, can we talk about the Stinger for a second? Jeez, that ship, oh man. Even when we created it during early access, like it was such a feel-good ship. Like everybody on the team was just like, yeah, okay, this is, yep. It was just so good. Everything about it was just in the right space. Whoop. Now, we are absolutely not doing as much damage as I thought we were going to be doing. Alright. We're going to have to figure out this situation, because there's no way we're going to have enough energy to capitalize on all of the things going on around us. There's just, oh my gosh! If I recall correctly, we actually we already triggered. I think we already triggered our close call. So we have like 2 hit points. 164. Tactical retreat. We'll be back. No big deal.
That'll buff out. It'll be fine.
That's right. We'll buff out those scratches. Oh my gosh. Woo! That was a little close. Is there a legendary coil gun? I think so. I'm pretty sure we have, since the Incursions update, I'm pretty sure we have a legendary of every single item now. Because we wanted that. We just wanted to do that. So, like, we were really happy with the initial 1.0 release and the legendaries thereof. But, you know, it's fun to just make more stuff, right? So, you know, Armed and Dangerous brought us more. And then, obviously, Incursions have brought us even more. So, yeah, everyone's saying Devotion. Of course, it was like the first one. Look, okay, we've been working on a lot. It's forever going to be my excuse. Eric, why don't you remember that? Look, okay. Can I just tell you that just on Steam alone, it says that I have over 1,000 hours of EVERSPACE 2, and that's not including development time and energy invoked across dev builds that weren't attached to Steam. That's time before it could be tracked by Steam. Like, goodness gravy, guys. That's a little crazy. It's a little crazy. Oh, that's really nice. I like that. Our ship is better. It is healed. And we also have our perk regenerated as well, so when we get to 0 health, it will trigger again. Did we want to change our perks at all? How many warfare devices? 2. I do like teleporter and nanotransmitter. We change any of these. You know, this is actually what killed us before. It was leaving a proximity mine behind when we teleported, and then when we were near that area, it exploded after a certain amount of time. Let's just change it to scurry. This is the self-care direction I'm gonna go with. I do like carefree package on the nanotransmitter. It just feels really good. Just feels really good. So, all right, yeah, I think we're gonna go with this. But yeah, I think this is also a good like breaking point where we can answer a couple questions, and I can jump out of this save and jump into another save just to do an incursion itself, just to like show you guys a build that's way better than anything that I've put together from one of our team members. Then I tweaked it a little bit further, probably making it worse, but I just want to show you that real quick just to show you an idea. So I'm going to just set that up real quick. It will not take long at all. And in this time of doing this, Gary, you go ahead and let's start pulling up some of our some questions that have been generated.
No worries, no worries.
We'll be back to the game in like 5 seconds. Just waiting for it to load.
Right. Question from Twitch this time from Splash over there. They want to know, what do we think about displaying detailed damage parameters on the guns? Sometimes they don't understand how much damage that they're doing, including things on ship modifications.
Detailed damage on the guns. So I'm assuming you're talking about the combination of all of your attributes, abilities, perks, etc., to be retroactively changing these numbers of like a weapon. Is if that's the question?
Yeah, I kind of paraphrased it a little bit. They were talking about
Okay.
like the perk for plus 4% to primary weapon damage, etc. It would be good for players to know how much strength they're in comparison to the start of the game.
Right. No, honestly, this has been a point of contention a number of times because for 2 main reasons, okay? So again, like we're a very transparent company, so I'm going to just like give it to you. We do think that would be awesome. And it would also be a tremendous undertaking based on how we've put the game together in order to bring that level of information to the player, to get all of these details updated. We're talking like on account of doing some sort of system like that, it's basically the equivalent of like an Armed and Dangerous update, except that's all it does. That's it. That's the only update you get. And our time is rather valuable. As I mentioned earlier in the stream, in fact, how I said, you know, we have a group of 23 individuals, and we've got some pretty detailed ideas of what we want to hit for our upcoming content. And through that, there's not a lot of dilly-dallying that we can take, okay? So it's like, oh yeah, we want to go and add this resource or this little tweak here and modification there. Like, that's all fine and good, and that's why we do the hot fixes, of course, you know, but we also have to take very intentional direction when it comes to deciding on its value that it's going to add to the game and the space that it's in and the development thereof that's got us to where we are at. So again, we also think that that would be pretty awesome. We really do. Unfortunately, the demand from a development standpoint is too much for where we are currently at and what we want to accomplish. So do understand that it's a lot, and it's a lot. That's really what it comes down to. It's a lot.
I'm just going to kind of throw in the last question that's just coming, and it was from the Tundra, and he's just wondering how you scroll in the menu. So when you're hovering over a weapon, for example, how do you see the more information at the bottom?
Oh yeah, you hold the space bar and then you move the mouse wheel up and down. Yep, that's how that's done. So, but if you have the equipment locked into the middle like this, which let me show you how to do that. I think it's right here. Show info as tooltip where available. If we have that enabled, then you'll see it's not centered anymore. And when I'm using the mouse wheel, which you cannot see, it doesn't move. So you'd have to hold the space bar and mouse wheel down. But when it's locked in the middle, when you have it set to disabled, which I think on console it's disabled by default. But when you have that disabled, then all you have to do is actually mouse wheel up and down. But that little block, that sort of space, is the space bar. That's what that indicates. So
these little tips and tricks.
That's right.
Every day is an education.
Right.
Right, switching to YouTube this time. Typed Kibbles would like to know, are we likely to see the soundtrack updated to include any of the new Incursions tracks? They like listening to them on their own without having the stress of being in combat.
I mean, I think that's a really cool request, but I can't really speak towards it. That's in a territory of that would be awesome, but that's also in a territory of it's going to add more to our plate. It's going to be more things to do. For those of you who are not aware of how the soundtrack is actually put together, it's not, unfortunately, it's not a simple matter of just being like, oh, the soundtrack is this file, we copy the file, paste into a folder, and then just submit the folder as a OST. Done. You know, if it was that easy, then, you know, friggin' yeah, we would absolutely do it yesterday. But it's not. We actually have to go in and remaster the music specifically to play through the soundtrack. Okay? Or specifically through the album, excuse me. And that's a process. That is not something that's just as simple as like a 1-2 good for you situation. So yeah, there's those details. So to directly answer the question, because I don't want to sound like I'm like veering off into no man's land here, the direct response is it's possible, but currently not in the plans, and that could change.
Right, switching to Twitch again. Sniper NLN would like to know, can you tell us which encounters Alec has a chance to appear in? He feels that he's seen him once in eternity. Can he help in HRAs, for example?
Yes, he can. So Alec can show up in just about every single situation in the game, though he is barred from specific story missions, some side missions, maybe all side missions, and there's something else that he can't show up in. Oh, it's rifts. I don't think he shows up in rifts either. So those are the 3 situations, but he can show up in incursions. He can, in fact, show up in incursions. So, but yeah, that's about it. Like, even if you're doing like a job or going to like an unknown signal, he can absolutely show up in those locations as well. So.
Excellent, excellent. I've just seen a question from Sveg Rock on Twitch. I know we've answered this one plenty of times before, but is there any way that we can modify the color of weapons?
Oh yeah, no, that's also something that has been on kind of like our radar for a pretty long time, but it was dropped. The plans to do that were dropped simply because we wanted to do stuff that was more desired from the community. Actually, that's sincerely the response there. We were more focused on doing elements like ship modules, new equipment, like more set items, just like general content addition is more what we focused on, as opposed to those really nice to have aesthetic options. So that's also in a territory of, is it possible to have that in the future? I suppose so, but it's not in the plans. Again, this is not something that's in the plans. I mean, obviously we had the supporter pack where you get a lot of this customization on your ship. That does not allude to now being able to apply that to everything else. Okay, guys? Like, the supporter pack is legitimately like, we threw it together because it would be really fun to be able to customize your ship a little bit further. Thanks for the support. So yeah, it's, I would not expect that to be something that's added. But I'm speaking so much about this because I want you guys to know it has been something we've discussed. It's been something we've thoroughly discussed, and we had to straighten out the direction that we were going to move in. So that's why it's not in the game, and probably won't be, but who knows? So
Lovely, lovely. Right, quick question over on YouTube from Blogging LP. They've just begun the game a short while ago. They love the first one and also loving the second one, but they're just inquiring, how are they able to get new wings and cockpit parts for their ship, and how many slots does the hangar have?
Oh, so you get new slots from your ship by talking with Tareen. He is going to be a story centric character that you meet later down the line. Wait a second, that one's not vulnerable. This one is. And once you get his companion perks, then you can open up the doors for up to, I believe it's 9 ship slots in your home base. I think that's, yeah, that's it. That's it, right? That's the answer to the question.
Yeah, in regards to the ship modules and cockpits and things like that, you'll get them from various places as well. You'll find them. Might not be for the ship that you're actually flying. It could be for other classes of ship. But yes, you'll find them on your travels.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
If I remember correctly.
Just got one quick. The Tundra, just a quick one on that message over on YouTube. If you've got a bug that you think we might need to take a look at, please do send it either into the Discord or on our Steam forums, then we can follow up and get that checked out. That'd be really appreciated. Same for everybody. If you do find any bugs in the game, no matter what platform you're on, wherever you are in the world, just send them in. We'll take a look and we'll see what we can do about them.
Yeah, and look, quick example of getting a new cockpit module unlocked by a drop. Just because it does happen. There's a variable chance of them to drop starting around, I think even level 1 actually. Like, you can start getting them that early. So yeah. What other questions do we have? By the way, I did complete an entire incursion with this particular ship, which I'm going to be talking about a little bit more in detail once we're going through the questions. But let's keep answering questions.
One more question just from Wizard Jerry over on YouTube. It's a bit of a specific question, so you might have fun with this one.
Sweet.
There is a kind of attribute on a sensor which can increase a certain type weapon's damage by 20%.
Yes.
So is there such an attribute rather that can increase the lightning gun's damage? That'll be Sentinel bolt.
So the lightning gun damage is going to be increased by anything that increases the damage of an ultimate. So that's going to be the equivalent for that particular territory. So I'm pretty sure, like, we've done quite a bit of testing on that territory, so I'm pretty sure that our testers are also going to be pretty aware of how that operating process comes together. And I might even have to poke some of them, but believe it or not. But pretty sure that that's all working as intended. So the benefits that are saying anything about percent damage ult, like any of that stuff, that will apply to something like the lightning does. So, yep.
Excellent. You're free to fly on, pilot.
All right. Well, thank you so much for the questions, Gary. I appreciate it. All right. Cool. So let's talk a little bit about this particular Vanguard build, and we're going to go and just absolutely dominate this high-risk area. Not even because I'm skillful, but because of the skill put into this build by Jan, who's one of our very talented players on the team, an expert bug finder and destroyer, squisher as well. Yeah, so talking a little bit about this build and then some ways that I transformed it, because again, I did change it a little bit. This is very much like a corrosion focused build. So I'm using Toxic Revenger here. And I have the redemption set on here too. So I have some asteroids are not what they seem, and you sense weakness in the hearts of your enemies, which is important because even though I keep saying it's a corrosive build, it's also like in combination with a destabilization build. So that's why we have this destabilizer missile here, and why you're going to see like Wrath of the Fallen gives more targets for the opponents to face, but the Blightmonger set is also being triggered here for enemies to take more corrosion damage itself. And then, yeah, Visions of the Decay. This is a Radiant at 99% increased damage for the Corrosion Injector and hits 5 additional enemies. So, yeah, this is a pretty nasty combination in and of itself for what this ship's able to do. Then you pair that with its ultimate of being able to slow down time, get behind your targets, and utilize these passives of flying closely behind an enemy grants 20% increased weapon damage, while shields are overcharged, which is going to be most of the time because we're going to be flying around like crazy. 25% increased critical hit damage, overcharges gain 25% faster just to get all that stuff moving, and within 200 meters range, primary weapons gain 20% shield and armor piercing. So doesn't even matter how strong they are, you're just going to be doing an absolute absurd amount of damage if you are in the right position. Our precision has been more than maxed out here, and most of the various items pushing towards giving this a very high chance. So we have almost a 24% chance for a critical hit. And it says here that the critical damage is ×2, but of course, from various other modifiers, we know that that's actually going to be even higher. It's nice. The combination here works incredibly well. Now, I also did color up the ship a little bit. By the way, we're using Corrosion Injector Mercy Kill, so that way whenever we get the kill, we can use it again on a different target pretty rapidly. And then we're using a bunch of support devices so that should anything go wrong, we can get out and fix ourselves, since, you know, we're a very small little glass cannon made out of aluminum. So let's do this high-risk area. That's right. So we get to
way to say it.
That's right. So we're gonna take out some of these foes a little bit further just to get our ultimate up, and then we can just go into slow-mo mode and then just start absolutely maximizing this damage and just watch the fireworks go. I can't even get close enough to these guys. And yes, we are playing in nightmare difficulty. You can see below. We're not cheating the system. This is actually the case for how this is operating. Whoop. All right, let's just take him out with Corrosion. Oh, he's okay. Good. Excellent. Be better if I could actually aim at my targets. Just, you know. But these guys do not last long whatsoever. It's like I get them locked on, they start getting destabilized. Next thing you know, they're just a big old explosion fighting for me. And then we just go through this cycle again of, you know, getting slow, getting behind, and then just absolutely almost. It's basically become Doom, where we're just ripping and tearing. That's really what's happening here, and it's incredibly satisfying. I mean, look at this nonsense. This is an elite outlaw carrier drone, and he's already left the chat. Up. There we go. Would you have believed that at 1.0, the Vanguard was the least popular choice among our player base and the team? Would you believe that? My, how far it's come. This thing is an absolute fiend. Gonna get this teleport drone like it's nothing. And you know, as much as I want to give praise to Jan on the team for his incredible build here, I also will have to say, like, some individuals playing our game have even made this build look kind of okay. Like, it's crazy, some of the stuff that you guys have put together. It's absolutely wild, and it's very satisfying to watch. If you ever catch somebody who's got a build, in the Discord we actually have a builds channel, but occasionally we'll also have individuals share like a Lunacy 2000 speed run of all of the different ships and catalog how fast they can all do them. It's incredible. Oh my gosh. So I feel like I've already kind of given the shout out, but I just need to give a shout out to Wizard Jerry, because that is a user who actually does this and does it brilliantly. So really powerful editing, a great way to showcase the possibilities. Yeah, it's so cool to watch. My gosh. Let's go ahead and take out some of these guys over here. Beautiful. Excellent. Here, we don't want to waste our ult too much. Let's see if we can charge it up a little bit. Don't leave. No, don't leave. Aw. That's fine. All right, come here, boss. Where are you at? Oh, Lunacy 2000 speedrun is still work in progress. Oh, my apologies, my apologies. Well, the 1000 speedruns are still freaking awesome, okay? Let me just give you that praise, okay? You don't have to be humble.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's good to be humble, but you know.
Yeah. Come on, Wizard Jerry. You need to up your game. We should have had the 2000 done by now.
That's right. Why haven't you gotten the 5000 Lunacy, you know, video showcase? Come on. And for those wondering if the damage of attacking from behind works on something like a big vessel like this, the answer is yes. So long as the shots are within, I believe it's any direction up to even 90 degrees, if it's being fired at like this, it's considered behind the target. So even if I'm shooting at the target like this is considered me shooting behind the target, okay? That's how that works, if any of you have ever been curious. That is how that comes together. Awesome. Wait, where's my loot? Did I collect it? Oh yeah, I collected it. Okay, I'm a doofus. All right.
Just a quick question while you're on this specific build. With a question from Swaggyrock on Twitch, and it's just saying, how do you get the catalyst like that you've got on your legendary items, or the legendary catalyst for the redemption, for example?
Yeah, that's a great question. I believe that legendary catalysts are unlocked by doing incursions, if I'm not mistaken. And I hope I'm not mistaken, because it's been a while since we actually went through the testing process of how that looks, because it actually changed how that was going to unlock. But I'm pretty sure it's, I'm pretty sure it's through incursions. So you have to do an incursion, and they can drop from Lunacy reliquaries, I believe. No, that's not right. They don't drop from reliquaries, do they? Oh man. Now I need to ask. Now I need to ask, guys, because I don't 100% know the answer to that. But I'm rather certain that they drop from Incursions. And the oh my gosh. We did a number 2 legendary drops as a whole when Incursions came out. So that's why I'm having this little brain fart moment here, okay? Because something I just want to like quickly address is that legendary items would not drop from standard gameplay at all before Incursions unless you were playing Nightmare or in a Rift. Those were the only 2 ways that you could get legendaries. And 3 side missions, somebody's going to say it, but that's besides the point, okay? Those are the only ways. We actually changed that system. So legendary items can drop. Legendary blueprints. I'm trying to recall if the blueprints are considered a legendary drop and could effectively be dropped at the same territories, or if those were specific to the Incursions. So that is something that I'm going to have to follow up with you guys about. My apologies on not knowing the direct answer. But I can absolutely respond back to that at the start of next week, or I can poke Hans Christian and he can be like, yeah, Eric, how could you possibly forget this? You literally playtested it, whatever, and get back to you. But I'm pretty sure that it's specifically Incursions. Oh, and now we've got, okay, look, now the community is telling me how it is, and I appreciate that. I don't mind being corrected, so thank you. We've got various members of the chat saying, I'm farming legendary catalysts off HRAs. So the high-risk areas, that actually makes sense because blueprints are tied to high-risk areas. That's probably what it is, absolutely. Yeah, so if you're doing high-risk areas at superior or legendary, then I know that legendary items can drop, and that's probably going to include the blueprints themselves, the legendary blueprints themselves. So thank you all for coming together to jar my memory. Wow. My goodness, guys. Too much information is being stored. I need like a memory dump. We need to reset. Okay. Well, thanks for sneaking that question in, Gary. I really appreciate it. So see you later. Very good, very good. It's a great question. Sorry for kind of slopping all over it and bouncing around, but we got there, folks. We got there. So yeah, but this build, pretty sick build. Honestly, really like the way that it comes together. It's corrosive destabilization build, and I also kind of like paint the colors on the ship a little bit, just to give it that sort of eerie poison vibe to it. And then also like the circle design on the supporter pack, I chose it and I kind of like centralized it on the circles here to kind of give it like this added extra ring looking thing. I kind of like the look of it. So lots of greens and purples, with the lights mainly purple and the paint jobs mostly green except for like the little details. So just had a lot of fun putting that together, which you can too if you support us by going to our homepage in Steam, and all that fun stuff. Yeah, so but this build, the weapons themselves are pretty strong. I mean, we have a Starforged scattergun with powerful, like the catalyst powerful was added to it. It does deal extra damage to ancients and ancient controlled units, which are applicable to all units in Incursions and Rifts. It is not dependent on, oh well, it's an outlaw ship in a Rift. No, it's being controlled by ancients. So ancient bonus damage actually does apply there. Okay. That's going to be really, really powerful in those Incursions and Rifts states. We have Judge over here, which I'm a big fan of the Vigilante set. I think you guys have heard me talk about it like a billion times because it's like one of my favorites. But yeah, loving the way that the target actually gets destabilized over time. And then we have the destabilizers and the jury that are both going to be automatically fired for a smaller damage output, but it's nice to just have that auto firing. Then we have Redemption set, Zealous Core. We have Toxic Revenger here, which we already kind of showed and talked about. It is a Radiant, so it's pretty strong. Hazard Plating, just to give us that extra little bit of defense, but then increased alt damage. Hey, Hey, Wizard Jerry, there you go. That's what you're looking for. The 5% increased alt damage. That's going to basically make your lightning damage in the Sentinel stronger. Then we have the Visions of Decay. Corrosion injector damage. Really, really good, actually. I feel like Visions of Decay is so underrated. I don't see a lot of players using this, and it's so strong. Like, I mean, you saw for yourself. Like, you're just like popping one target. Nope, actually, it's 6 targets, and they're hitting twice as much damage of corrosion, and then like in addition to that, any other modifiers. Like, it's pretty wild. Bearded Frog says underrated. I feel like it's the best legendary. I'm glad. It's so interesting though, because like I've watched some streams of people in the late game situation, and they're like going through their legendaries, and then they'll like just very quickly go over Visions of Decay. I'm like, why? It's so good. Anyway, wild tangent from Eric. There you go. We have just a standard optimized booster, but it is Starforged, so that's pretty nice. And then we have Wrath of the Fallen over here with the Blightmonger on top of it, just to give that added stability of if targets are trying to lock onto you, they're going to be distracted by other targets. So lots of really solid synergy here. I didn't even use a damage booster. I should have, but yeah, there you go. Very, very strong build. So good stuff. I'm going to jump back over to our main save. We're going to play for just a little bit longer over there, and then we're going to transition into some last minute questions and some screenshots. So it'll be good. So give me just 1 second. Prepping that up. Won't take long whatsoever. I look over and I start seeing people chanting about a bomber race. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. All right, let's go see if we can find a bomber. You guys. Why do you want me to suffer? Platinum or bust? Oh, now hang on a second. Okay. Which race are you thinking? Which race are you guys wanting me to do? Like, come on. If you're demanding platinum, like, come on. You gotta give me some wiggle room here, okay? This is a big challenge, okay? It's a big challenge. With broken boosters? Oh my gosh, you guys. And blindfolded while we're at it, right? Yeah, Gary will just tell me which direction to turn as I can't see. That's
Yeah, I don't know my left from right, so it might be a bit problematic.
Oh my goodness. You guys are ridiculous. All the races? Oh my gosh. Alright, because you guys can't decide, that means I get to choose. That's how it works. That's how it works. Alright, let's get back to base. Oh, we don't actually have a gunship. Well, we can go to... Okay, no, this is fine. This is fine. We can actually progress the main storyline by 1 while we do this, because we're going to go meet Officer... the Officer Shaw. There, that's his name.
Are you sure?
Oh my gosh. There we go. That was good. That was good. All right, let's yeah, right here, Nefty's Plains. I can't remember if there's anything we have to do here other than just like dock. So hopefully I can just get here, find a gunship, buy it, go do this ridiculous challenge. The Alpha Draco claim one is really fun. No, no, no. Look, guys, I appreciate you all, but I am vetoing that option. We are doing something else. Jeez. All right, look. All right, let's see what we got. We've got Vanguard, Stinger, Sentinel, Striker, Sentinel, Interceptor. I don't see a bomber anywhere. There's definitely not one. All right, well, I guess we can't do the challenge, guys. Sorry. It didn't show up. It's you know, it's not there. See, all right, fine. It's the wide wings too. I mean, we can fix that, but all right. What are the passives? Target lock-on is maintained off screen. That's not too bad actually. Manual detonation. What else we have? Converting mines instead of triggering them when flying close without boosting. It might not be very valuable for normal people, but for me, that's an absolute must. I feel like this one's calling my name now. All right, we're just gonna buy and sell the current. Oh, why did I sell the current one? Oh well, that's fine. We can always reload a save later, right? Oh my gosh. All right. What were you saying, Adam?
Just improved drastically.
Did it?
Might you not be a little too overpowered with this?
No. Exactly. All right. Glad we have that understanding. All right. So we could go with the Kickstarter skin. That's always a good one. We could look like a literal computer as well with the Alienware skin, which is something you can actually still snag. By the way, if you don't have the Alienware skin yet, you can do so by heading over to the Alienware website. There's a link in our Discord. It's Alienware Arena, right? Right, Gary?
Correct.
Is that, okay. Yeah, it just requires you to make a quick account, and then you can download and be off on your way. We can also choose one of these custom styles that we've done before. This is the one we were just using. It's a turtle. Wow. Yeah, we're just gonna go with the Kickstarter. We're just gonna go with actually, no, wait. Well, hang on. We're gonna change the wings. No, we're gonna keep the wings. We're gonna make things really brutal on ourselves, aren't we? We're gonna change the wings. We're gonna change the wings to these. Oh, I do like this engine though. Oh, I like this. I like this engine. This is a fun engine. And then we will then change to, let's just do the Kickstarter one. Cool. All right, so let's see. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is ridiculous. What do we have in our inventory for thruster eco? We need to charge. We need to charge booster thing. There's no boosters for sale. Okay, well, we can craft. Let's see. Oh, this is a standard booster. Ah, dismantle. Silly me. All right. See what we get. That is not. Oh, because it's all the things. Oh my gosh. Oh, this could be. All right. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to probably stick with our eco cruise booster then. Don't know if there's any catalysts that we could. No, we only have the optimized option. Oh my goodness. All right. Why am I doing this? Okay, so we gotta pick a race. Ooh.
Easier than I anticipated. Ben, how are things at base? All clear. Preparations underway. Good to hear. I have Shaw on our side. Heading to see Kato now.
No, I'm not. I'm heading to go appease the people. That is what I am doing. So let's see. I wonder if scrap race would actually be really challenging. But it could prove to be interesting. Prescott Starbase, not too bad, I don't think. Here, let me... let's just look at what our options are. Oh, we haven't even done the Last Drake course. No, that doesn't mean we have to do it. Maybe we could do... No, we're not doing that one. High voltage could be interesting because it's going to be slippery and fast. Maybe we should try scrap race. Maybe that one's not the bad one. I'm seeing people saying Zarkov. We've done that one before in this ship.
Pain.
Yeah, let's see. I'm just gonna make a decision here. I'm gonna go with, I know it seems kind of like basic, but we're actually gonna go with scrap race. This is going to be an interesting one here, though. Just because it's like one of the first races that you do does not mean that this is going to be any amount of easy, okay?
They're even going to send their flagship, a drone carrier.
Wow, Alec, you really are a legend.
Wasn't that a given?
All the pieces are nearly in place. Get ready to rendezvous above Vesna.
All right.
Still got a call to make.
Yeah, I know. No inertial dampeners. I got it. You don't have to remind me the pain and suffering I'll be going through.
You got it, buddy.
All right. Let's just practice slowing down for the gate. Oh no. This is gonna be absolute pain. All right, guys. This is what you're here for. There is no possible way we are hitting that platinum. No possible way. Let's see if we can get silver. Let's see if we can get silver. Here we go.
We should just concentrate on hitting the gates, to be fair.
All right. I gotta get some speed. Oh, this is gonna be difficult. No, get over. Come back. Okay. All right. Cycle around. Come on. Okay. Good. Come back. Okay. Good. Nope. Okay. All right. Not terrible. We are not getting silver. Oh gosh. You know, honestly, if we would have gotten that one that we missed, maybe I could have gotten silver. We might have to try again. Oh, why did I say that? Here we go. All right. It's not terrible. We just have to boost around to get the... no, I bumped! Come back. Yeah. Underneath. Oh, we're going too fast. Slow down. No, we're getting it. Oh, come on, I want bronze now. Come on, just give me bronze. Can we get bronze? It's gonna be close. No. We didn't even get bronze. Oh. The frustrating part is that if I would have actually gotten that ring, dang it, I think I would have actually gotten bronze. I'm going to try it again, but this is for me. This isn't for you, okay? The first time I did it for you. Now this time I'm doing it for me. Okay. Ugh. That's right. Okay, this is the... Turn. Come on. Okay. Go. Thank you. Stay down. Come on. No, where are you going? No, too much side thrusting. Here we go. Come on. Bounce off the ground. Yep. You didn't bounce high enough. Oh, you did. Okay. Come around. No. Oh, how did I do that last time? Okay. No. Where are you at? Ring. Do I have to do this in first person? I was doing so well. Oh, come on. Dude. Gosh dang it. I want this. No! Come on. There's no way. No. This is worse than our last time. We missed the... Doing it again. Last time. Okay. I say last time? This is the last time. I was joking. I was joking the last time. This is the actual one. All right, Gary, I'm going to be quiet. I need you to commentate for me.
Okay, he's got a good start heading through the first ring. Second ring's not looking bad. He's got a nice little bit of drift there, taking the corner nicely. He's concentrating. His tongue's sticking out. His eyebrows are going in all directions. Nice, smooth around that corner. Can he hit the ring? He's got it. He's drifting around the other side, taking it nicely. He's heading through. He's carrying on. I can feel it. He's going for a platinum this time, folks. I can feel it in my water. Up he goes. Oh, he's just clipped, but he's carried on. He's dipping over the top. There he goes, swooping down. Yes, he's got it. I tell you guys. Oh, what a nice little bounce off there with those precarious corner. Oh, he's got it. He's sweeping around to get the ring. Oh, he's clipped it again. Oh, he's nearly fluffing it. Oh, there we go. Oh, nope. It's bad the other way. Oh, he's got it. He's carrying on. He's got it. Oh, we're back on track. There he is. Oh, yeah, slaloming through nicely. Oh, we got some lined up there. A bit of speed coming through here. Oh, we can feel it dipping underneath. There we go. Oh, look at that. We've got a professional on our hands now. Oh, last few corners. Oh, overcooked it there. We've missed a ring. Heading back. Oh, still missed it. There, we got it this time. And there he is. Oh, onwards. Straight rings. We got this, Eric. We got this. You're doing fine, my friend. Doing fine. Last few swoops. Oh, did we miss? Oh. It's not gone so well there. Getting close. There's the end in sight. Is he going to make it? No. A valiant effort, though, sir. Valiant effort.
Oh, that is hard. That is so stinking difficult. Okay, I really shouldn't, but I'm going to try one more time, but I'm going to do it in third person. I want to see if this makes a difference. Okay? I want to see if this makes...
I'm not going to say a word this time because you can concentrate totally.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Oh! Try it again. Wow. Right out of the gate. Okay. That doesn't count. Oh, goodness gravy. All right. Here we go. Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure if this really makes too much of a difference. Maybe it does. It kind of does for the side swipes, actually. That's not too bad. Yeah, actually, no, this is much better. Oh my gosh, guys, I might be able to get bronze. I think I might do it. Oh no, I didn't boost enough. No, please. No, please. No. Okay. No! Come on! Okay. We got decent speed. No! Who made that hitbox? Tony! Gosh. Line up. Okay. Don't get too crazy here. Just nice and slow. Right. Okay. No, go up. Come on. Okay. No, we're almost. I think. Oh my gosh. Yes! That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We got bronze. Oh, jeez.
Well done, that pilot.
That's ridiculous. No inertia dampeners. Bomber. We did do third person. First person's much more challenging, but oh my gosh. I'll take that as a win. We're counting that one in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh. Whew. But not in first person, so challenge failed.
Gosh.
Gary, can you silently ban Bearded Frog from the YouTube chat, please?
Do we have to do it silently? We can't.
Yeah, just don't. No, just nobody has to know. Nobody has to know. Just. Whew, man.
She's a harsh man.
No, that challenge was actually. That's hard. My hands are so sweaty. Ugh. Oh my gosh, that's good. If you guys are ever looking for a challenge, if you're just like, man, I wish there was something a little bit more to the races, turn off inertia dampeners. And it doesn't even matter what type of ship. Obviously, the heavies are going to be the most challenging, but just turning off inertia dampeners for those, it's, gosh, what a ride that can become. So we've only got about 15 minutes left in the chat. Thanks for letting me be really stubborn about accomplishing that. Let's go ahead and jump on over to our screenshots in just a moment. So don't go anywhere. We are covering some really awesome screenshots and answering the rest of those looming questions you all have. All right, we are back. We've got the things. They are indicated here on the screen. Welcome once again, guys. It's been a lot of fun today. We've been having some really great shenanigans for the gameplay, showing you just a little bit of the routine of EVERSPACE 2, but also highlighting Incursions for any of those who haven't seen those, and a very strong build, something that you can aspire to accomplish, build up to in the late game of EVERSPACE 2, courtesy of Jan. So shouting him out one more time. Thank you, Jan, for the builds that you've provided. We'll probably go over a couple more of those, as well as some of your guys' builds. That's right. We will be doing highlights of your community builds in the future. It might not be like in 2 weeks, but it is something that we want to get back to. We did do this before. So at a certain point in time, we will be bringing that back because we want to highlight some of the stuff that you guys have showcased, even if it's just in like video format. Speaking of stuff that you guys have that we want to showcase, this first screenshot comes from Cargo Jacker, and it's a very clean shot of an Okar Corvette in EVERSPACE 2. It's looking mighty fine, honestly. Really well done. So as we are going through these screenshots, per usual, we will be answering questions. And before we get into those, I wanted to give you guys just a quick PSA on some known issues. A lot of you guys know this already, but just for anybody who's watching and maybe trying to ask a question, just want to cruise through this territory real quick. So we do know that there are still some performance issues on consoles. This is something that we seek to address, okay? We are not seeing anything that's like crazy dire. If you are having something crazy dire happen, let us know, and we can probably find a solution together, all right? For our PlayStation users, we've actually seen that if you power down the PlayStation 5 completely and you remove the plug for 30 seconds and then restart the PlayStation 5, it actually works with the performance. So keep that in mind. The acid pouch issue. Yes, this is something that's also a little bit of a struggle for some individuals. Basically, when you grab an acid pouch and you're trying to move the ship away, it doesn't latch off. You can't throw it. Boost in one direction backwards. So backwards boost. It should come off after some extra time. It's lasting too long, but that should actually be the solution for you. We do hope to fix that to make it easier, inevitably. We also have the energize boost, which if you energize boost near or on top of another hard structure, you can actually get stuck into it. So don't do that. Don't energize boost into objects. That's the workaround right now. Oh my gosh. We have smoke and mirrors. There's kind of an absurd difficulty associated with that particular mission chain. The best thing that we can offer right now is to drop the difficulty down to very easy and push through. I know that's not a desired solution. This is something that we are looking into and might be able to come up with a solution sooner than later, but we cannot make any promises at this time other than make it easiest for yourself so you can push through it. So if you're encountering that, we do apologize. It's something that we will inevitably also correct. And last but not least, the Vesna 3 shield puzzle. This is also something that's kind of come back up into things, but we do actually have a solution to fix it for you. Just need to get in touch with Gary or I in the Discord, over on Reddit, through our support email, and we will fix your game file for you. We will directly fix your game file so that you no longer have the issue. So contact us that way, and we will take care of it. Okay, that's enough of the known issues. That was actually a little bit longer segment than I wanted it to be. So now we're going to go into questions as we're looking at the beauty of one of these shots from Excel.
Nice. We've got just the two lined up currently. The first one comes from the Tundra over on YouTube. I'm just wondering, is there any plan to make it so that when you use the spatial bypass, enemies can't attack you? They've found that sometimes they get blown up when they're trying to activate the spatial bypasses.
They get blown up when activating the spatial bypass?
Yeah, because obviously when you're there and you're holding down the F key, and then it's, any attack still incoming, so it looks like they're taking damage.
Okay. Yeah, so that's interesting. I thought we actually fixed that. I'll have to double check on our bug reports. But there should be damage that basically falls off, if not is completely canceled, if you're doing something like connecting to a jump gate or using the spatial bypass. If that's not the case, and that isn't actually an issue that you are experiencing, we will have to have another conversation internally. But I really thought that we had that resolved. But okay, if you're saying it's happening, then we'll have to fix that. I do encourage you to list that event of how it's occurring for you. Over on our Discord, over on the Steam forums, over on Reddit. I mean, shoot, you can go wherever you want, I suppose. Just let us know. So we have it documented aside from a chat box and a stream, because it can tend to get lost in that way. That way we can ensure that we can look at that for you. So thank you. So we're also going to look at this shot from Excel as well. This is such a pretty shot. Oh my gosh. I thought my sort of like air themed scout was pretty cool, but dang, no, I think I just got one-upped. Very nice work, Excel. That's seriously cool. So what's the other question that we do have?
We've got one from Bobby Bravo over on YouTube. He's not sure if this has been mentioned before, but do we have any plans for adding any more alien stuff in the future, or anything like races, enemies, secret ships, weapons, etc.? I think it's obviously speaking towards upcoming DLC.
I actually have a very lavish response to this, so please bear with me, because it's going to take a while to respond. Yes.
That's the shortest I think I've ever heard Eric speak.
So, but we'll have to see what that looks like, of course, in the future. So, but yeah, DLC, if we weren't adding stuff, then what are we doing with an expansion to a game? You know what I mean? So, all right. Let's go to the next shot. A little bit of patting myself on the back. I was running through my files, okay? This is a screenshot that I took from EVERSPACE 1. And gosh, I love this shot. I took this shot, I don't even know how many years ago now. But like I was all like having this really great run in my scout in a standard run, and like I jumped into this space, and like just the atmosphere alone, I was just like, dang, that's so freaking cool. And I just snapped a shot. And I love this so much. Just the incredible density of intensity happening here all at once. You're just like, oh, I've popped into this area. Holy crap, that's an Okar frigate, but the jump gate's right there. What needs to happen next? Like, I love this shot. I'm really happy with how it turned out. So again, patting myself on the back, but it's a throwback shot. Every now and then we do like to pull out those throwback shots, even ones that you guys submit on Discord. But dang, gosh. This actually makes me want to go back doing another run for EVERSPACE 1, which I probably will. Oh my goodness. Scout is so good in EVERSPACE 1. The Scout is the only ship in EVERSPACE 1. There's not any other options. I don't know what are you talking about, Oliver? What? There's no other choices. It's excellent. So next up we got this shot from Airkex, I think is how it's pronounced, Airkex, which is Bob. It's Bob. Who doesn't love Bob? It's just a nice solid shot of Bob. Bob is love, Bob is life. Really, really good. I am watching the chats just to see if there are any other questions that are sneaking in. I do see one, so let's go ahead and address that one.
The one from Bobby Bravo over on YouTube, he's just asking, was the Freelancer game a big inspiration for the EVERSPACE game?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. We took a lot of inspiration from what I'm going to call classic space shooters from way back in the day, but those do lead up to Freelancer and a lot of its capabilities, right? So, I mean, when we're talking about inspiration for the EVERSPACE franchise as a whole, I mean, it's not just games, it's also movies, books, other forms of mediums. But when we're specifically looking at games, I mean, we're talking like the like Descent, we're talking Elite, we're talking to Privateer, we're talking to man, so many classics. There's too many. Wing Commander, like I could just keep going on and on and on. Like even X-Wing, TIE Fighter. But absolutely Freelancer played its role in this, from whether we were young adults or even just little children, a part of the Rockfish team, like in our own little spaces of the world, like these were the things that we fell in love with. And that's why we've become Rockfish Games and are developing what we do now. So, yep. Yeah, absolutely took inspiration. So we have this shot from Highbarf. Highbarf dropped a ton of screenshots, and I wanted one that really highlighted his ship. And I think that this one does a pretty decent job. I think he's doing a nice thing with the colors going on to make sure he stands out, like those outlaws like to constantly mention. But yeah, there you go. Here's Highbarf's shot. Do we have another question that snuck in?
We've just got a question from Steamroller. They're just wondering if there's any possibility of adding Dolby Atmos support for the game.
Oh, that is a technical question that I would have
Indeed.
to, I'd have to dive into. What was it called again? One more time.
Dolby Atmos.
Atmos. Let's see. I'm just doing a really quick deep dive to see what conversation around that has looked like. It does not look like there are any plans, but I can actually confirm that we have spoken about it. But yeah, that's about it. I think a lot of additional sort of components like this, and this kind of answers anybody who has a question along these lines. If you are wondering if X feature is going to come to EVERSPACE 2, the answer is almost always going to be no. Okay, it's almost always going to be no. I just want to be very transparent with that. Okay, if Unreal Engine if Epic comes out with some new Unreal Engine feature and is like, oh, it's going to like restabilize the entire game and do all these crazy stuff, and you're going to like jump in here and be like, hey, is Rockfish going to do this new thing that Epic just added to Unreal Engine? Like, slow down there, okay? Like, it's not normal for developers to just take their game and just implement whatever the newest, latest feature is. In fact, in a lot of cases, that doesn't happen because that can damage their product, okay? So, now, obviously, speaking on account of Dolby Atmos, like, it's got a little bit of age to it, but still, I digress. If you guys are seeing anything that hasn't been added to EVERSPACE 2 at this time, and you're like, will X come to EVERSPACE 2? The answer is almost always going to be no, okay? In a lot of cases, even when we migrated over to Unreal Engine 5, we didn't think we were going to be using any of the Unreal Engine 5 tricks. Lumen was an exception to this rule because it actually does work really well with the game. But of course, also keep in mind that it is optional to use. You do not have to use it, and for some, it actually does make performance a little too heavy. So use it as you will, okay? So, cool. Very expansive response there, but I feel like pretty important to provide all of that clarity. Thank you for the question. But also all of those others curious about other things coming, please keep that in mind. All right, we've got this next shot coming from Kazal. Oh, I see Star Fox listed as well. Dang, man. Star Fox, I analyzed the heck out of that game when I was young. This shot comes from Kazal. Really like the way that he's stylized his gunship. But you know me, I'm all about these atmospheric shots. And even though it looks like he's going into the great unknown, that is exactly why I love it. Because you don't know what's out there. It's adding this beautiful mystery to this shot that just captures me and makes me want to like go out there. It's very well captured. And I also do like the way that Kazaa has stylized his vessel, and the engines look pretty cool too. So nice work there on that front.
Just for a little bit of clarity with regarding Dolby Atmos audio, Michael has just said we have no plans to add it. So that's straight from the boss.
Yeah. And that lines up exactly. Yep, exactly. Perfect. Thank you, Michael, for the quick clarity. Do appreciate that. How was squash, by the way? Weren't you doing squash? Michael's a fiend at squash. Let me tell you what, guys. Give me the deets. Next shot we have coming from the Oracle of Leana, who has been a really strong powerhouse with screenshots in the past, and they're sneaking back in here since Incursions dropped, and I thought that's one of their really good shot, just showing their customized ship, as well as the scenery over here in Union. Like, gosh dang it, I love the way this shot comes together. Really captures that sense of exploration and discovery, so of course I had to highlight it. So very nicely done on that front. Oh, did we have another? Do I see another question?
Nothing yet. There's a lot of discussion around the various previous space games that have come before us, and people have been waiting for a proper game in this genre.
Yeah,
until EVERSPACE 2 arrived.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, that's
high praise.
like, and Michael can tell you this straight up, like that's one of the reasons why we made EVERSPACE 2 is because we were sick of waiting. Like this, it's what we had from our childhood. It's like we wanted to realize it was like, dang it doesn't exist, so let's freaking make it. And we're really happy with the results, and we're thankful for you guys who also appreciate that too. This last shot comes from Typed Kibbles, flying into an incursion. Have to give incursions more love, of course. And I do like the way that they've positioned their ship as it's coming down on this exploded Palamon wound. Just, I don't know, gives the right vibes for me, and I think it looks pretty good. So yeah, if we don't have any more questions, we will start.
No, Lee was just pointing out the new photo mode features that we have with the incursions as well. So if you've not dived in, then do take a look at the new photo mode features. Some very nice shots you can take. Some of the virtual photographers have picked up on that, and they're producing some excellent screenshots on our socials.
Yeah, we're really happy with the results. It's helping them out a lot. That's a really good point. It's also something, if you do go back in the stream, whenever we loaded up the incursion segment, you'll be able to see that there. So you can have a direct visual. I didn't use it too heavily, but I was highlighting the ship. So yeah, it's that completely overhauled so that it's much easier to use and take screenshots. So thank you for that interjection, Lee. It's a really good point. So, but yeah, guys, it sounds like we are wrapping up the stream from here. I really do appreciate all of you guys coming out and having a good time with us, going through gameplay segments, as well as having a little bit of shenanigans there with the racing. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, you guys make me do it. Now I want you guys to record yourselves doing it and upload it, okay? Upload that. Yeah. Share it to us. We want to see. Like, crush my record, okay? I dare you, because you can't. Get wrecked. I'm gonna regret saying that, but but sincerely, like I want to see you guys trying stuff like this too. If you have like a crazy sort of thing that you've accomplished, record it and share. We love seeing that type of stuff, and I can guarantee you that during like this end of the stream phase, I'm gonna highlight that. Okay, so don't be shy. Dive on in. Set your recorder. It doesn't even have to be like crazy high quality. 30 frames per second. Whatever resolution you need, that's fine. Okay, we love highlighting that material. So, all right, you guys have been awesome. We have been Eric and Gary, serving you through the course of these last 2 hours of this official Rockfish Game stream, covering all things EVERSPACE 2. Don't stop being awesome. And is there anything you wanted to add, Gary? Any more details?
No, just keep bringing us those bug reports, get them in there, and we can make the game as fabulous as possible. We'll see you all very soon.
Absolutely. All right. Well, take care. Have a wonderful weekend, and toodles! I know, you're sticking around. You were wanting it. You guys are ridiculous in how much you like to listen to me just have more fun. But you know what? That's great. Honestly, it's great. It's a really good time. I love this community. You guys are fun. So for those of you who have ever not made these segments, I attempt to do really interesting beatboxing, and it's fun for me. I hope it's fun for you too. I want something more simple today. Let's see. I really like that one. Oh goodness, I like that. That felt nice. It was nice and smooth starting in, and then like we had the build up. Oh my gosh, that felt good. I feel like that was the best one yet. Thanks for letting me be silly. You guys have a silly weekend in the best way possible, of course. And sincerely, video footage, your craziness in EVERSPACE too. We want to see it. Okay, all right. Share it with us. Embrace us, and we will embrace you. We love to do it. We love to see it. All right. Take care and toodles.